Hi guys, Troublemaker here, playing Anno 2205, and right now I am doing the mission, the Fusion Reactor, but before I can get to that, I have to tighten up a lot of the efficiencies of my colonies and make them very profitable. So that means building more homes and bringing some basic supplies. So it says here somewhere that there's a problem with one of my trade routes, and if you click over here, you can see which one it is. Four rejuvenators. I'm going to bet that if I just cancel off this trade route, I'll make more than I lose. So I'm going to bet that. Oh yeah. Yeah, way more. So I'll rebuild that one after, but for now, it's just not necessary. So over on this side, I'm going to be increasing our number of workers, increasing our number of scientists. I need to have surplus production of a lot of things ready. So how many am I at right now? Can I do the upgrade here yet? Yes, I can. So it's going to cost me 25 super allies, which I have.
Spaceport upgrade will be implemented.
It's going to upgrade very, very quickly. Now, I want to get out more of these neuro modules because I need them. I need more of them. So I'm at plus 10. There's plus 20. Now I'm going to need more power. I think I should have a power plant over here somewhere. That's the mines. I swear I had a power plant over here, but I guess I don't. That's fine.
Warning. Energy demand can no longer be met.
So what I'll do instead is I will have it go across here, and I'm just going to cut out this little road here. There we go. Now we have power that we need. So the reason why I had that surplus was because I needed to create a trade route to the south, and I'm going to set it at 20 on the dot. 20 puts us at 200 instead of 1,000, and it gives us a little bit of surplus here, so we have some wiggle room
Processing information
that we can work with. Yeah.
Preparations for spaceport upgrade completed.
So there's our final upgrade.
Preparations for spaceport upgrade
So
completed.
this is the next part of it. I need 2,000 scientists to make this work, and you know, that's for the power cell. For the power, I can create the transfer route of deuterium already to go to the moon, and I'm going to go ahead and create that deuterium. Oh, wait a minute, how much do I need for this? Oh, 1,500. Oh boy, never mind. I guess I'm going to be building a coral farm, which is going to be a, you know, coral, it's water, obviously. And a Pharmalab. That's going to produce a large number of pharmaceuticals that we'll be needing for, I don't know, keeping people healthy. And as you can see, it does not tick up crazily fast, and actually now I'm short on this particular resource. Let's see. So yeah, not getting us quite to where we need to be. I'm still missing just 2. See if this will do it. No, I still need, so I'm gonna need another coral. Boy, just really killing me with all these waterways. Now by adding in this particular resource, it's going to increase my population of scientists, because your population of scientists will go up based off of an expected demand. Jeez, I'm going to have to extend this road just a little bit more. There we go. And it says new buildings available. So that's our methane extractor. And the methane extractor is built with this gas-powered station, which uses methane ice to produce a fairly nice amount of power. But I probably will use that actually, but not just yet. Now, we're missing a lot of community centers here. Let's see, I'm just going to upgrade everything I can before I have to plop down another community center. And plop being a term from City, Sim City. They said plop was going to be their big word. And here I am, using it. Okay, and I don't need any more actual habitats here, or homes. They will not do anything. What I need is more community centers.
I can still improve that system. Just a little fine calibration.
I can probably use some iridium to bring down our power costs. This is actually a prime place for workplace reductions early on, because I don't really use a lot of workers here. But power is also very important. Eventually it won't be important, and then the iridium will become less valuable. I mean, after that point, the big one will become logistics. I mean, -2 to maintenance sounds small, but it'll overall cut it a lot.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Vitamin drinks is inefficient. So, just gonna quickly scour the map, see if I can find more of our. I'm looking for metal foam. Just super alloys here, though, left and right. Actually, I'm building a pretty mean supply of metal of super foam here. Metal foam. Just combine super alloys and metal foam to create the super foam.
A flag popped up on a bulletin board I watch. Thought it might be up your alley. Tight.
What else do
Your
we have?
company page says something about fast.
Welcome. I have an assignment for very well.
Attach monitored ships. Well, this is a much faster route, much faster mission to do. So that's given me access to the one I need, I think.
New blueprints ready for implementation.
Yeah. So what I have to build are these deuterium strainers. And they're a coastal site, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And in terms of the game, I need these deuterium strainers to produce a resource called fusion power cells, which combines helium from the moon with this particular power source. So, I mean,
on our way.
I'm going to have to do this anyway. That's the big part of all this. I'm going to have to do this anyway. I'm talking a lot about the expensiveness of these trade routes.
On our way.
And how trade routes are just taxing and insanely expensive and all this sort of jazz. But good thing to mention is that the energy trade route is free. It doesn't cost anything to use the energy trade routes. So I'll quickly shift this over here. Have I found any foam? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna have to wait on that. Oh, that could be foam. Yeah, that's foam. I still need to wait on 4 more, 3 more. And then I can plop down another building. And I have more than enough people to work it. And I have more than enough money to maintain it. So I'll just keep it on. I'm not going to build a trade route in space. Trade route in space is $3 grand. I'll build that after. Yeah, they love their super alloys, that's for sure. That's for darn tootin'. 190,000 credits? Are you kidding me? Oh, my cap is is 2 million. That's
Your
why.
solution is trending on the net right now.
Trending.
Underway.
Let's see.
Coordinates
It's a
confirmed.
tow mission. Ooh, this could be it. No, just super alloys. I'll keep going though. Yeah, one more. Just one more bloody foam. Okay, well, I'll build the road first. And perhaps by the time this road is built, and this is not the prettiest road, I like pretty roads, so let's go with a pretty road. There we go. That's a pretty road. And
Deuterium.
Shazam.
One of the basic elements of fusion power generation. But don't ask me how this all works. That's what your scientists are for.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly fix some inefficiencies in the main colony. Looks as though I'll be short on vitamin drinks in a massive way, rejuvenators in a massive way, and over here they're not short on much, just lunar lunch. I guess I was sending them at surplus, so they're probably living off the surplus of one particular good that I canceled on them. Which, life me, I can't remember which it is. Probably rejuvenators. I probably sent them rejuvenators. And yeah, the power plant itself, I think it's about 100 grand. It's pretty darn pricey. And adding a module, or maybe some modules at 100 grand. Maybe the plant is like 200 grand. But it's a very expensive operation. It's very hard to maintain. That's for darn tootin'. And you kind of have to be economically prepared to just soak in the costs of operating in space. And it's not like the other Anno games where everything was independently profitable, which was, you know, to me, one of the better parts of the game.
Welcome. Hope everything's alright.
Alright, so what is he missing here? Goods input too low. So, going to have to lay down another farm. See, it'd be neat if... I can do this. So we're going to take...
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
Watch this. Watch and learn, peasants. Watch and learn. And make use of that space. Now, that covers all of those. Now for rejuvenators, which is this building, I believe. Looks like we're out of the goo. Okay. I thought I saw a goo lab around here somewhere that wasn't fully developed. I swore I saw one. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe it's one of our original ones. Yeah, here it is. I knew I had a goo lab that wasn't fully developed. And this one doesn't have any resource shortages right now, so you can just develop away. That puts this as -2. That's a good number. And I have a space left here for this guy, perhaps. Not gonna work. I can shift them more a little bit. Does that build me enough space? No, still not enough space. Problems for later for resolving, I guess. Alright, now we'll put more goo down. There we go, +6. Now in Telaware, that's a fairly valuable, expensive resource. Expand our flax a little bit. So we actually have all the resources that we need, which is rare. That almost never happens. They're all perfectly balanced off already. It's just a matter of getting down an actual facility. Now, how big are these guys? I'm thinking I can move...
My humble forward.
this guy over to here for now, and put an IntelliWare plant here and try and use all the space up here that we have. And I can move more homes, so I need more space. So that covers our entire need for IntelliWare. How much does space need here? They need -2. That is barely worth even looking at. And we have a shortage of... Oh, we still actually have a shortage of drinks.
Processing
Jeez.
information.
There's no way to sate that demand for drinks. So I'm going to put another one on the other side. Max that bad boy out. And looks like I'm short on power, so I'm going to use some
The
iridium.
combat data I've been able to acquire shows you have a good chance.
To reduce those power costs, and there's other things I can reduce power costs on, like this guy. No, he's already got that done. And this guy. There we go, and this brand new complicated structure, our nanotextile plant, will be having its power reduced quite a bit, and that actually earned me another 77 power. Huh.
You being here at my house only shows how much you care for us.
Okay. So I'm about ready to lay down another one of these guys, which is a communications array as it is. That looks like a nice enough spot. Just make sure it's connected. And let the upgrading begin. Why won't it let me upgrade more?
So, right then. How's things?
I just don't have enough down. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I need to have more structures down. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
You came to see me?
Did not come to see you, Erica. I have a wife and kids. Not really, but someday perhaps. Oh, level up. It gives me a huge infusion of cash as well, on top of everything
value
else.
has risen.
Okay, where else can I squeeze in some homeless? Maybe I'll develop one of these areas. So I like nice, long, stretchy areas. So this is I think this is a pretty decent area right here. Oh, I'm short on the resource I need for actually building things. Probably because I've been upgrading so many things. Constructobots, Constructobots. I don't need any of you, Constructobots, Constructobots. It's not your fault. Please be the resource I need. It is super alloys. I do not need super. Well, it's not, it's not like I don't need them. I just have no immediate use for them. That makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Could make sense. Now, yeah. You have to maintain a certain number of residence types, and so you can't get all super awesome residences. At some point, you have to have burbs. Okay, so money is looking good, 19 grand right now, and I have lots of room for moving up here. I have increased my use of certain materials, but this is good. This is good. I'm happy with this. I'm rarely ever happy, so when I'm happy with something, that's good. Now, the world market is kind of a crazy place. I can trade Constructobots, 10 silver each. Now here's the problem, and this is a big problem. I sell them for 10 a piece. I'm selling 10 at a time. Trade route costs $200. That means I lose $100 by selling that. So that particular trade route will never ever make sense, even when it's most popular. It's like this one, it's 119 each. So I sell 20 of those, I'm making $2,000 off this. So, you know, that's a nice way to make some easy cash. You can float your production up, sell that giant surplus off to the world market, and then get a slight amount. It's not terribly worthwhile, but it will make you extra money, and it will have your production increase quite substantially.
My people can use every credit and every crate of goods.
So that you can actually
Come by my camp if you
do
have some.
more with what you have. And I think it's something worth considering for the future. What's this actually set at? Okay, so I have a substantial amount. And notice once again the jumps here. I mean, transfer capacity of 150, right? So, I mean, it only just becomes profitable as you hit the 100 marker. But it's still a barely type thing.
Sorting data.
Okay, this is a big step. I will say that a lot of people that I play the game with, they all seem to get stuck on this point. Because opening the power plant is very expensive. And on top of that, it can be financially ruinous. So here's the actual power plant. And I have no titanium production, so I can't actually build that just yet. That's awkward. Let's get these facilities back online. Not looking as expensive as they once did. So, in order to build this, we need to have, you know, wow, 800,000 credits. Whew.
Attention.
And 100 titanium.
Of specific consumer goods detected.
But on top of that, you're going to have to be able to produce a helium connection. You're going to need to have a fusion preparation plant. And then you can lay down that guy. And yes, this will eventually get used for the anti-G compressors and all that sort of jazz. Geez, I really underestimated how much this costs. This is a lot more expensive and a lot more financially ruinous than I actually remember this being. I don't know if the prices are adjusted for difficulty levels, but I actually do remember them being substantially cheaper. Okay, how am I going to go about this? What's our cap on titanium plating storage? Doesn't say. So I think I'll build some of these facilities and have them running, because you have to have them running with power. That's another kicker to all of this. Big kick to the teeth, as they say in my parts. And I'll put a giant bubble here.
Helium-3, the fuel of the future. So far, its potential hasn't been tapped, but that's about to change.
Now I'm gonna need
Do I
to
have
make
to remind you of your duties?
more solar plants. As you can see, I had 20 grand. I'm now down to 10,000 just from building these facilities. And that one I can't quite afford yet. So I'm gonna have to wait for that to build up. What does it say over here? Oh, okay. Just to do that stuff. So kind of a reminder, it's cost 3 grand to do a space transition. So that's something. Maybe I will make a giant surplus of those shirts, those IntelliWeb shirts, whatever they're called, and I'll transfer those into space. I think that's probably going to be a good idea. Giant profits, considering that they are usually pretty heavy, and by expanding on their production, it will also allow me to increase my number of citizenry as well. Now I don't know how much I have here as far as production ability goes. Not a lot. 36 biopolymers. Okay. See, I'm kind of feeling like I should do this just a fluent way, just balance out my populations. Because as much as I earn from that particular strategy, I don't know if it'll work out in the end.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
The one in Teleware. So I'm just going to focus on upgrading what I can. So that means every single time I have one of
What's
these,
not to like
not
about
one of
this
these,
company?
one of these buildings, one of these operator buildings that has the ability to be upgraded, I'm going to do it every single time. And kind of just thankful I don't have any of those super tiny buildings, crappy tiny buildings.
It's not all sunshine and roses here, but
Did I have a mission up here suddenly? Or...
Registered under new name.
Large container ship, large icebreaker. These are what? I don't know what those are. People moving into the region? Nothing I
need
have.
some help from the management here. You know how to handle stuff like this.
I hate
Our
those
staff
missions.
is growing nervous about this.
Ah,
There
that
is
one's
no
an easy
problem
one.
you can't
Well,
solve.
actually, it's not that
Am I
easy of a
right?
mission. Because you're only finding one, and it's on any island. Any island in the entire map. But he is fairly easy to find. He's got to have acute vision, which 1 in 4 men do not have. Not seeing it yet. But gotta keep that eye out. Okay, none on that island. What about this island here? It's usually easier to find them on an island you don't own. Also gives you an option to pick up these random pieces here. None on that island, so he must be on the middle island. Unless I've completely missed him. Yeah, there he is.
Please accept my congratulations.
Cheap and easy
The
grabbing.
combat data I've been...
Okay. Get this guy all laced up. And so the signal is not too far away, over here. It's only one signal.
If you are interested, my superior has an assignment that will
Monitored
make
crates,
some important
please tell me
people
they're
happy.
not in my path. Good. Oh, good. They're all the way over there. God, I hate those monitor crates so much. I just cannot mention it enough. I hate monitor crates.
you
God, some of these
Here?
guys don't even have
and I
impedromes.
haven't even cleaned up.
So next up I have to put down another security office. Or department, as it's actually called.
Oh, I don't mind.
I want to put it down here in the south, but that means removing a lot of these buildings to different locations. Temporarily, of course. How's my guy doing? Further south and
On our way.
east. So over here more? And it does take super alloy to upgrade these, so it's an extra resource in the
You should've let
old
me know.
cannery.
I don't have anything in the fridge.
And that has massively upgraded the number of buildings that I can upgrade and thus get more revenues from.
Underway.
Okay, oh, actually I have a power shortage right now. I
Warning.
think I have a
Energy
plant.
shortage.
There we go. And once I do my space travel thing, I will
Copy that.
never have to worry about power ever again. I can just depower all my stuff on here and transfer energy fluidically through space.
Whoa! That was a real walkover for you.
Okay, I just want to make
On
sure
our
that's the
way.
first one. This is 4 crates, so it'll be a little more challenging than what it normally might be. Promotion is not ready because the biopolymers is what kills me here. Yeah, there's a cap here of $2.6
Transfer
million.
route inefficient. Cause missing goods.
Missing goods, you say? Oh, we're still a little bit short on vitamin drinks. That's a new thing, though, I'm gonna say. Jeez, I can just squeeze it in right here.
Oh, I don't mind having.
Move this guy up to no man's land. You don't even get access to basic cable over there.
Affirmative.
Wahahaha. I'm not too crazy to rush to build that vitamin drinks just yet because, as you can see, my biopolymers numbers are not looking good just yet.
Coordinates confirmed. Roger.
I think I can beat that guy. Oh yeah.
Coordinates confirmed.
Oh
Underway.
god.
Coordinates confirmed.
Okay, and I am through.
Roger.
Now I gotta bring it all the way back to Aiden Dugabagabala
On our way.
of Tagaba Industries. So I can just breathe through actually.
Roger.
So I just right click and send him on his way. My cat just jumped on my face and is now trying to be playful. He thinks that I will fall for this, but I won't. Oh, I'm actually short on fruit. I should have known that actually. So nice big open field over here. Where we'll put this to, and yeah, my cat likes jumping in my face and saying like, you know, pay attention to me, and I don't pay attention to him. But I like to do it. And if that's what he enjoys in life, if that's what his life is all about, who am I to take that from him? You know? So there we go. Got our fruit orchard up, and just gonna burn some iridium here. That covers our existing demands for that particular good.
Full speed ahead.
Okay, Aiden, let's get this done. So I'm now up to how many? I'm up to 4 security departments. And, you know what, upgrade enough of these and I'll be up to more.
As discreetly as one could wish. My superior is impressed.
Just a slow, gradual process for me. Upgrade what I can when I can. Get that money up. Because, yeah, apparently it's, space is pretty darn expensive.
The required channels prove ineffective. I'm sorry, but I just have to hug you.
72 organic foods.
Full speed ahead.
Now, I don't know whether this is something that's on the growth or on the decline. I'm hoping it's on the growth. So that means I have an appropriate amount. If it's on the decline, it means I have to put down more. Because that means that I'll eventually have a shortage of that particular good. It's like Rejuvenator is just kind of back on the menu. It looks like it's on the growth. Yay, yay, yay. Now let's choose this guy over here. Our new friend. So we need no Rejuvenators. Let's just look at the Rejuvenators real quick. Why is this randomly here by itself? Just plopped in the middle of all these. Oh, it was probably intended to go around here somewhere.
Analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
So actually, it's balanced. So I just need to put down a new Rejuvenators facility. And apparently also logistics is necessary. So you can find some crappy place to put this. Over here, perhaps. So these guys are -10. Our water is actually short too. -9 on water. Good timing on that. And looks like we're all set of algae.
The emergency indicator is dropping again. You did it!
Yay. Okay, so we're at +8 now. So that island actually is pretty well done, Sauce. I'm going to have to get another island so I can get access to more water things, so I can actually build more water, because that's a resource my peoples need. And I'll get to work on IntelliWare eventually. Just going to upgrade more of these facilities while I can. If there is any to upgrade. There are some. I just have this feeling that I'm going to get to this... Oh, my cat hit the space bar. Well, it's a good time actually to go over here and put up another building, since it's going to be a long, long way to do this. And I have 15 grand that I'm just sitting on here like a baller. And
I'm glad we're not on our own, but I really can't offer you any more than the remnants from the LEC warehouses.
So I'm going to put
If you wanna
down
trade, I'll be here.
the plant that builds... what would you call them? The power cells, and then I'm going to turn it off because it's not actually going to build any power cells. Like, now that I think about it, why don't I turn off the mine as well? And why don't I also turn off the oh wow, there's so many things I can turn off here. Jesus, inefficiencies left and right that I'm seeing. So my money supply is growing, but I need 800 grand to put down that power plant, and realistically I want more than 800 grand because I want 800 grand for... just for building it, but I also need money in case I go broke. So this is down. Yay for this. And I'm going to turn that off immediately because I don't actually have the resource for it, and that's going to use some of my titanium plating. Now I quickly scour the map looking for more.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
So our fusion power plant is going to cost another 200,000 resources. So what that tells me is that I do need to get back to work to this particular colony, improve it some more, and get us some more money. Now eventually I'll be able to take over 2 other earthly colonies and all that sort of jazz, so yeah, this stuff will become more worthwhile as time continues on. But I will necessarily run into shortages. That's just going to happen. And I won't be able to have like these crazy populations. That's just not a part of this game. That was part of Anno 2070. Like you could have like almost every space be a person. You can just buy every single commodity from off map and all this sort of jazz. But that's not something that will be happening here. Especially with me. Like there's no interest at all on my part in ridiculous off map commodities. So I have my slow moving ship. And the port for this is over here, and then it links up over here, and there's a bridge here. So, yeah, very, very long route to get what I want. And I'm just going to hold down the plus key now. And how much does this cost to claim?
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
It's going to tell me, oh, just Constructobots. So actually, I can go ahead and burn through all my... I've been trying to hold resources because I thought that it cost not Constructobots, but hey, it only costs Constructobots, so I can just go ahead and upgrade these. As our demand for IntelliWare continues to increase.
It's a good day.
You can kind of see here, everything's good except for IntelliWare. Mobility will eventually become a thing. The mobility one is actually really weird. It's like kind of weird access to an underground driving network. It looks really bizarre.
On our way.
It's now at plus 20,000 and only growing. And
Paperwork's done.
yay!
It's yours.
Area. Let's get some water down quickly. See, that's how high demand these things are. I mean, I haven't even developed fully developed this other island here that I've been working on for a while, and already you know, I've already ran out of all spaces available there. Now I don't know how much this
Bridge
actually
construction
costs to
started.
make, but I probably should have enough resources for that. I hope. If not, I can set up a quick trade route, and one of my colonies has, you know, 30 plus 30 super alloys, so it won't be too big of a deal. Yay, upgrade another facility. How's it going? About halfway done, so it probably costs about 25, the same as the starport, which, when you think about it, that's an expensive bridge. Costs the same as a space launch platform.
Found something on the net you might be interested in.
Loaded vehicle, 2 rejuvenators,
I'll
delivered to
give you
freighter.
a like for that.
Underway.
Oh, a like? Ah, thanks. Thanks. Let's reduce the power of this algae farm. Still waiting.
Site ready.
Yeah,
for
that was
bridge construction.
really fast. And to complete it, just need some iridium.
Paperwork's done. It's yours.
Now remember, every time I level up, I get a giant surge of money and resources. So not only am I increasing my my maintenance value, I'm also going to be working towards a really big payday. Hopefully. I mean, there's so much you can get out of it all.
Full speed ahead.
Slowly running into these guys to upgrade, and I'll probably have to lay down another one of those sooner rather than later. Let's see, how many do I have? 50 out of 52.
Underway.
Now the big question, is that going up or is that going down? It is going up. Good news.
On our way.
Where is the actual... Oh, it's a ship.
Underway.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
And I came to live here. Lucky me.
Lucky you. So, how's our demand for IntelliWare? It should be fairly high, 13. Slow to build those. Because I also need them for space. Eventually I'll have to upgrade my space guys to the next level. Or wait, I already did that. I'm sure I'll need something.
Your solution is trending on the net right now.
I know her offers are inviting, but you should be careful around her.
Costs money to do this. These guys are in the negative over here. I can tell already. Our flax farms. Okay, so that's one flax farm. Now I need another. Dropped. There we go, another corporate level up. So
Influence increases to new level.
fusion of cash and services. Now, I haven't been needing a lot of these microfabrication things, and this is really the first time I've needed to actually increase that productivity there. Shortage of power. Okay, soon that will be a thing of the past once the new power plant comes online. And this is starting to feel good. I'm going to wait until I get to around $1 million before I build a power plant, because the maintenance costs on that power plant they're excessive. Excessive. And I mean, overwhelmingly it is worth it. I will say that much. It is overwhelmingly worth it. But yeah, not on a very permanent basis. That's for
Please
sure.
adhere to our guidelines while you do it.
What am I actually missing here? Super alloys. I actually have to create a new quick trade route from the Arctic for super alloys. And they have 21, and I want 20 of them. So I'll just take all 20. And transferring 20 costs the same as transferring 19.
You came to...
My friend, when someone passes you, watch them and learn, and then use what you have learned.
Actually, I have a nice bit that I can actually upgrade here. I was only looking at these few here, but there's actually also a few over here as well. And someday I'll get to that goal of building that dam, but for now this is working fine. Look, oh, an enemy mission.
You won't be able to stop us. Ready our weapon systems. Those fellas are spoiling for a fight.
Oh wow, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the layering here.
Coordinates confirmed.
That is an insane amount of layering, so it's going to be very difficult to get through here. Especially with all this lag that I'm
surprise.
getting.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could give me a biopolymer. I know you have them. I keep giving them to you as part of your promotion package.
I had imagined the leadership position to be...
And then she turned black. Just randomly. See, what would be cool is instead of having like set characters for every level, what they did instead was had different types, different people, and as you level up, they put on a different type of clothing to indicate their staff, and you can put, you know, different ethnicities, make it multicultural, you can make it multi-gender, you can even put in a trans voice there if you want, you know, whatever. But yeah, it would have been cool to do that. I don't know if this is even going to be remotely possible. I'll have to see how fast you can destroy these ships, I guess.
Copy that. Underway.
Just they intersect each other so much in such mischievous manners.
Underway.
Oh god.
Coordinates confirmed.
Didn't touch. Pretty sure I did touch, but
on our way.
We'll just say I didn't touch. Okay, only one more to destroy.
Full speed ahead.
I have to leave this location regardless whether I can destroy it or not. And I did. Excellent.
On our way.
On to this one. And this one doesn't look like it will be as big of a deal.
On our way.
What are we short on here? Just in Delaware. Been pretty good.
One bad turn deserves another. You will see.
Okay, so in that time, with that stressful event, I've been able to create another, what, 3? Maybe just 2? And that will increase my revenues even further. And 23,640, that's a good amount of money. I'm pretty happy with that. My cat was very upset by something. Possibly a fly. Although it's winter, I don't know what flies to be doing around here. They usually don't survive the winter. They burrow. They fester. But enough of the creepy voice. I am going to need only a few more biopolymers. I should scour the map, I guess. This is one thing with the game. All ecosystems are running independently, and that slows down my computer very much. It's not the graphics, it's my processor. I have a computer that it's 8 years old now. It was you know, state of the art when I bought it, and it's been a long time. I've been meaning to upgrade, but I mean, imagine being down on a computer. It's just I have to build one. That's what I want to do. I want to build one, and you can build cheap ones now, but I'm compiling parts for building one. That's my big thing. Yeah, these tables here, they just always get me. Always get me, you know? Some of these things are just so worthless, not even worth trading it up there. Titanium plating, 79, but then it's a $10,000 trip, so, you know, you're not going to make money off this. These trade routes are so bad. And the people who made this game, Blue Byte, should really consider making trading to a trade port. Make it maintenance free. That's my biggest suggestion of this entire game. Actually, it's not my biggest one, but it is a big suggestion on my part. Make trading maintenance free. There's
tea, coffee, or can I?
There's almost no point in trading resources except for to get an achievement. And there's certain achievements I haven't gotten in the game just because they're so horribly inefficient. So I'm getting pretty darn close to the completely artificial deadline that I created for myself to get to $1 million before I leave this place.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
It's already happening. Luxury foods from where to where? So this place needs a lot of luxury food. That's what they're telling me. How much luxury food do they need? I'm really confused. Like, just obscene amounts? This is not my nightmare. Okay, so that place needs more luxury food, and the place I'm leaving needs an obscene amount of luxury food.
Updating object profile.
I'm pretty sure I saw a luxury food place in a weird location. There it is. So I'm just gonna move this guy out of here because he really doesn't serve any kind of purpose here, and I'm gonna put him over here. And we're just gonna kind of nip this in the bud, so to say. And it's gonna cost me a little bit. It's gonna slow me down a little bit, but I think having something that is stable is a good idea. And back to upgrading structures. I haven't really touched IntelliWare too much. It has a pretty obscenely high demand, not gonna lie, and it is something that I can actually probably do. Like, I had an IntelliWare place. Is this maxed out now? No. I can put one more. But all available locations, all available ports are done. So, I'm gonna drop down another IntelliWare facility. No point in putting it over here. There's just not enough space. Oh, I don't have enough biopolymers, and power's kind of light right now. So maybe I'll just continue upgrading these homes. Ignore the IntelliWare for now. I can deal with that later. For darn tootin'. I'm now up to 4 of the security offices. I need 6 total. But that will not take a crazy amount of time to deal with. And resources dropped. Which one? Water, organic foods. I just burped in my mouth. That was pretty gross. Okay, just gonna shift this guy. This one here, up here. Just try to save all this space for others. So now there's all this space available for other people to use. And there, and that quickly takes care of my shortages on that front. What else are we needing? Not too much more. See, if I want the really anticlimactic, I wait until 999,000 and 999,999 basically, and I would buy like a bunch of stuff and spend all that money. Like, we're gonna wait again for another bit, but no, I'm actually pretty excited to continue forward. With our artificial deadline that was created specifically to make this all very formulaic, so that anybody can do it and say like, oh yeah, you need like $1 million. So, how you doing? Oh, I can randomly upgrade this particular structure. Interesting. I mean, this opening island has become kind of like the abandoned island. I mean, no one wants to live here anymore. Why live here in this small city when you can go and live in this thriving metropolis over here? This place has actual investment dollars, has jobs, has... What else could you want in life? Jeez, I have left this place so bare, but it's all bloody constructor bots, isn't it? Oh, there's some biopolymers there. Okay, we can deal with the biopolymers. I like biopolymers. And I'm just going to very quickly upgrade 2 of these. 3 of these, sorry. Before I head out. And now, to the moon! So we're going to need a new trade route before I go. Arctic, we're going to be using deuterium. This is very expensive, 3,000 for 5.
Things are progressing. The first deuterium deliveries just entered the lunar orbit.
But here's the thing. You're not going to use much of that deuterium to produce power, and the power you actually produce is going to be worth a lot of the maintenance costs, because keep in mind, it costs $3,000 to ship that resource here. $3,000, and it probably costs about $100 to produce. Then you have the plant itself, 10 grand.
Safe stopovers for our convoys.
You know, and
Plus,
then all the other facilities probably in there, 5 grand. So you're looking at about 20 grand of costs for a giant surplus of power. But once you can transfer it out freely, you could cancel out about 20 grand worth of facilities. And the truth of the matter is that you can't actually produce enough power in any of these places to actually max them out. I mean, you need those slots for water and mines and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, the moon, there's just not that much stuff there, to be honest. It's a bit of a hole. So now we need to produce fusion power cells in the lunar region. And this is important, actually. It's actually important to turn it on, build your power plant, and then turn your power plant off.
This all looks promising. I must say, I'm a little wired up right now.
There we go. So now we are now building that particular commodity that we need. So now it's just the matter of putting in the plant.
Demand for specific.
Give me a status update.
Okay, I totally forgot about this. So this kind of sucks. In order to start this up, it costs. You have to have power to start it up. Ooh, I'm actually short on people. That's scary. Good thing I caught that before I did anything. Actually cost money to upgrade these guys as well. So I am getting more workers out of them, but yeah. There is a part of it. So, yeah, totally. Just like the fusion plant in Sim City, it actually requires a boost of energy to start up. So if you can't properly start it up, then it won't. Right? So yeah, this is actually gonna be scary. 800 grand. Oh my god. Look at that maintenance cost. 7,500 maintenance, 110 workers. I'm just making sure I have everything before I do this. Okay.
It works. It really works. You've just created a clean supply of infinite energy.
Look at all that
This
power.
will catapult humanity into a new era. Now, share your achievements with the world. The Global Union wants you to build the 2 most powerful energy transmitters ever seen.
Goodbye, bullshit solar array. Are you also a solar array? Goodbye, other bullshit solar array. Are you also a solar array? No, that's actually mine. Is this this is a solar array? So, goodbye, solar array. So replace 3 solar arrays. with this plant. And remember I was saying it was like 6,000? Just those three has brought down quite a bit of costs. So consider that for a second. Now, in order to share this, I need to have a lot of officers. I need to increase this by 750 officers. Yikes. Let's get to it, I guess. You can't make something without cracking a few eggs? Is that still an expression?
Any complaints from my side.
How much does that bring me up to? Slowly increasing. And I also need 25 fusion power cells to build this, which is also the resource I need for powering the plant. So, kind of scary. Slowing down. 742. 743. 744. 745. 746. 748. Speeding up. 749. 750. Go.
Construction of new building types possible.
Oh, here's the thing.
Spaceport upgrade will be implemented.
You actually have to build this upgrade pretty much everywhere. So I have to do it here, and then I have to do it at Walbrook Basin, and then again I'll have to do it at the Arctic. So, yeah. See, I've already run out of things, and power's gone. Oh boy. Let's pause that for now.
Spaceport upgrade paused.
I'm actually going to try and increase this particular resource from being built. And yeah, I kind of knew that would happen. I knew that would be a thing. That would just drain it so many resources.
Spaceport expansion process.
See, this is what kills me. This is what kills me.
Spaceport upgrade on hold.
Okay, so geez, how much does it actually run on? Oh, and here's the other thing. It's pretty important to do the energy maintenance almost right away on this thing. Oh, sorry, not on this thing. Not the energy maintenance, the credit maintenance. To bring down the costs of building this thing. And yeah, it's very expensive to get the credit maintenance done, but in terms of your bank, it's very much worthwhile to do that. Can I put this up even further? Is that possible? Yes, and looks like we're still producing good.
Starting spaceport expansion process.
Yeah, expanding ever slightly. And this is the final stage of the upgrade as well, I should mention, because this is going to allow us to transfer energy between ports, which is very important. I can't stress this enough. When you go to the moon, it's like you have all this space, you have all these resources, there's not a ton of needs for your people that require mines. That's a big one. And mines, there are no, of course, waterways, but down on Earth, like, that's a limited supply. You actually need to get that power down there or you won't be able to expand very far. So this one is done sauce? Done sauce.
Spaceport ready for
The energy crisis, yes. First, the corporations bring Earth to the brink of a total blackout. Then they press the population of the moon for a solution. And now they come to rob us of the fruits of our labor. But we will not allow that.
Okay, so now we gotta transfer fusion power cells from our moon colony off to Earth. And
connected.
I'm not even gonna worry about any kind of power shortages at the moon just yet. Instead, I'm just gonna go back to Earth and, you know, with that amount of transfer, 18, it should be built pretty quickly, actually. Very quickly. And it also gives me an opportunity to expand the number of people I have here. And it allows me to just, you know, be more fruitful, I guess. Go. Okay, and doing that in advance allowed for me to transfer some in advance to this area. And what do we need here? Oh, sugar. I need investors. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, perhaps I will do this another time. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and trash this particular route. That particular route is not valuable right now. And so,
Warning.
yeah.
Unfulfilled demand for specific consumer products.
Sugar. That means I actually have to
Yes, please.
lay down mobility and max out IntelliWare and all that sort of jazz. Well, I think what I'll do... Is there anything else I can max out while I'm here? Yeah, some things. Not many, though. Looks like everything's pretty well maxed. So, I'm going to leave this here for now. I'll come solve this later, but I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of buildings getting moved around. Because a lot of these places, mobility won't work there. Just going to be reality of the matter. So anyway, my name is Trollmaker. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a very long part, and it can only get longer. Thank you guys for watching.